Hi, my name is David P. Shapiro. I'm the owner and managing partner of the law offices David P. Shapiro, located in San Diego, California, where we help good people regain control of their future when charged with a crime. In this video, I want to talk to you about a common question that we see a lot of or hear a lot of as it relates to, these sting, these to catch a predator operations that we saw a lot about years ago with Dateline, and we're seeing a lot more of these groups located in San Diego, especially private organizations where they will pose as minors online and then expose the alleged perpetrator, right? The adult who then goes to meet up with these minors, and they'll put their pictures on social media, and they'll videotape them and all that type of stuff, and really obviously try and expose these individuals and ruin them, even if criminal charges do not come about. So the first question we get a lot about these types of situations is, well, how can they be prosecuted, or how can I be prosecuted if there was no actual minor? Well, a lot of these code sections in California that you could be prosecuted on doesn't necessarily require a real person be under the age of 18. It requires your subjective intent that you believed either the person was, or that you actually believed that they were under 18 when attempting to meet up with them. And then if you actually go to meet up with them, it's additional penalties that could require a mandatory state prison sentence if you're ultimately convicted. So just be aware of that it does not require that the individual be legit, and that the individual be legitimately under the age of 18. And we're actually seeing a lot of that as we get into March of 2022. Another deputy sheriff here in San Diego is accused of being a part of this, and obviously being an alleged suspect in a child endangerment, where it's alleged that this deputy sheriff on two separate occasions, late in 2021 and then in 2022, agreed to meet with the minor, and actually did show up to meet with the minor that he believed he was talking to online. Winds up being this group. This group then puts everything on their Instagram page, on YouTube, so on and so forth. And now it's launching a criminal investigation. Well, the next part of the question and the next component is, well, how does this lead to criminal charges if it's not the cops setting up the sting? Meaning law enforcement agency. Well, how does that lead to a criminal investigation? Well, it's really no different, than, and actually pretty similar to an anonymous tip. Someone calls in a tip line. Hey, we have information that this individual is attempting to meet with children online. So what do the cops do? What do law enforcement do? They investigate this situation. They possibly go and apply for a search warrant, looking at computers, looking at cell phones, looking at cell phone history, and that may unearth a lot more charges, whether it's child pornography, hopefully not, whether it's actual meeting with live human beings, live minors, hopefully not. There's a lot of things that this could open up a whole can of worms into additional charges where there's actually live living victims who are under the age of 18, right? So there's a whole other component here that really needs to be factored in, that even if you can't be prosecuted under all child sexual assault or sexual abuse statutes in California, if this is a fictitious person online pretending to be under 18, up a whole lot of investigations that could lead to even more serious charges against you. So rather unique issue, something that we're going to see more and more of, we expect, in the coming months and coming years, as these groups gain more notoriety, gain more following, and really expose individuals who are accused of committing pretty serious crimes. So if you have any questions about these types of cases, if you find yourself under investigation for something like this, whether you're guilty, whether you're not guilty, whether you're 100% factually innocent, whether this is a setup or somewhere in between, keep your mouth closed, protect your rights, assert your rights, and go out and hire the best locally experienced criminal defense law firm you can afford, whether my firm or another. If we could be of any assistance, you could always reach out to my 295-3555, 619-295-3555, criminal attorney.